With 80% of all retail happening in person, there is $1 million opportunity for retail owners to capitalise on in-store advertising. However, the vast majority of retail chains are either unaware of this or they lack the knowledge and skills to sell their advertising space effectively. Retailers currently fall into one of the following categories. The first are those who have no retail media team at all. They are not yet aware of just how much revenue they could generate from in-store advertising. And due to retail profit margins generally being in single figures, they are afraid to pour finances into a team to implement advertising sales, as they see it as a sideline venture that comes with financial risk. The second category are the retail chains that do have media sales teams. The issue here is that these team members are currently handling campaigns manually, using technologies such as Excel and email, which require manual input. This leads to an error rate of around 50%, with half of all campaigns not working precisely the way the customer had specified. On top of that, the workload for planning, calculating, running, reporting and invoicing manually amounts to about 2 workdays per campaign. And for all the effort they put in, there is very little accountability on campaign performance. The results for such campaigns are unpredictable and unreliable. In the third camp, we have retail chains that have outsourced their media campaigns to external companies or programmatic advertising platforms. But with this comes complications. In the majority of cases, most ad tech platforms operate on revenue share models, which are unappealing to the retail owners, as even though this might eliminate financial risk, sacrificing up to 20% of their revenues is not an option, especially when it comes to supplier campaigns. Additionally, most of these platforms can require several days of training to operate, and most available solutions can't integrate directly into the existing screen infrastructure. So a shop may have to invest in new screens in order to run the campaigns, all the while hugely increasing upfront investment. What's more, in many cases, clients end up with their own internal campaigns running alongside external campaigns which don't fit their brand, and neither are working to their full potential. Often they end up handing over control of the screens on their premises completely to external sales partners and have to request access to show their content, which is incredibly frustrating. At Adtrac, we show retail chains how to tap into and make the most of the vast advertising opportunity they have. Margins in retail are usually slim, but we provide a welcome secondary revenue stream which can yield margins of up to 100%. Our software simplifies and automates the process of media sales, eliminating the risk of human error. We are a multi-source platform, which means we enable retail chains to grant limited access rights to whomever they want. These might be, for example, their own in-house marketing team, direct suppliers, external partners, and even external sales houses. All of these parties can book into the inventory simultaneously, and the bookings are automatically coordinated by our algorithm to make sure the space is never oversubscribed. All of the input from the different parties is automatically organised into a single content management stream so that campaigns are managed smoothly and accurately. Additionally, we collect all data from a campaign to give a detailed account of how it's running, which can be viewed live by the customers. What's more, we are fully white-labelled, so the booking platform is just another service the retailer offers to their suppliers, meaning that previous feelings of frustration due to lack of control or ownership are eliminated. Adtrac supports sensor-equipped screens, meaning that they can accurately tell the gender and age of their audience and play ads for the relevant target groups. With Adtrac's predictive planning, we can ensure that every second on every screen is capitalised with maximum efficiency, with respect to its audience, and that campaigns will perform to their full potential. By using the screen time as efficiently as possible, we enable the retailer to generate the best possible yield from their sellable inventory. As well as creating beautifully specific campaigns, Adtrac integrates seamlessly into existing systems and screens so that retailers don't have to invest in new hardware. We also bring down costs in other areas. As it only takes 15 minutes for anyone to learn how to use the software, the initial training cost is significantly decreased. Plus, we don't take revenue shares. We generate income by providing our software as a service. This is a fundamental philosophy for us because retailers want to use a media channel to maximize the yield they get from their suppliers. This means that our model is far more appealing to retail chains than if they were having to share the revenue. The simplicity of our software results in ongoing labour costs also being significantly reduced. To give an example, a pharmacy chain used to operate 50 screens with a team of 3 people. After onboarding Adtrac, they now only need half a person to operate 220 screens. Some retail chains, such as supermarkets, have a daily audience in the millions. So a simple 2-week campaign reaching several million people can easily cost £100,000. There is a lot of money to be made, and the good news is that retailers are slowly becoming aware of this opportunity. Since 2022, we have expanded exponentially with Adtrac software running in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the UK and Ireland. In 2022 alone, our customers have been running 251 campaigns to a total value of more than 12 million Swiss francs, reaching an audience of 274 million contacts on 5 networks. We have a massively high demand for our service, and we want to be able to meet that demand and become commercially viable by scaling up our engineering and commercial resources teams. We have a huge waiting list, and we want to be able to onboard customers as quickly as possible. Now is the time. We are living in a world where advertising on TV, radio, and in print is dying a fast death due to streaming platforms and digitalization. Whereas retail chains have a vast, instant, and relevant audience. We know there is a huge opportunity here to be tapped into and realised. So if you can see the value in our solution, we'd love to chat further about how you can help us transform the retail advertising space together.